Hello, welcome. This is second grade virtually. I hope you are having a wonderful day today. It is a dreary and wet, rainy day here at second grade virtually. And on dreary, rainy days, something that I like to do in math class is play games because what better thing to do on a dreary day than play a game? It helps engage the students and gets those wiggles out when they really can't get out and get moving around. So in second grade, a really important task that they need to learn and be working on throughout the year is their fluency facts. So we do a lot of work with fluency in second grade, and I have a lot of different games that go along to help encourage fluency that students can play at school, and then they can go home because most of the games use simple things that they can find around the house. So they can play it in school, and then they can go home and play it at home as well, just to help reinforce those skills. So today's game, we're going to play Closest to 20. Very ingenious title. And it's really easy. All you need is a deck of cards. And there goes my flying cards. Now, for this game, I have removed all the face cards, and I've removed the tens. There's a lot of different ways you can play this. Most of the time when we play this, I do take out the tens. Sometimes I'll take out some of the other cards as well. So I'm left with a deck with just our number cards and aces, and the aces are going to stand for 1 in this case. Now, I also have a score sheet that goes along with this game, and the score sheet is in my Teachers Pay Teacher store. The link is below if you want to click on the store and go here, and this is actually a freebie. So after you watch the video, you can go there and grab this score sheet if you would like to use it. And I have it a double score sheet. I have 6 rounds on this score sheet, and you can definitely play more or less depending on your student, but I found that 5 or 6 rounds is about that takes about the time that we usually have to throw in a game there. So that usually works out pretty well. Okay, now closest to 10, we play either with a partner or with a small group. There are different ways you can play, different variations, and I have played it with the whole class, with split into in 2 teams before. And that's been kind of fun too when we've done that. So what you're going to do is shuffle the remaining cards, and then each student is going to deal themselves 5 cards. Okay, now the object of this game is each hand or each round, they want to try to get the closest to 20 that they can. Okay, so this is a great game on many levels. You know, it works on fluency. You can work on those, the benchmarks numbers. They're gaining number sense as they're doing this. There's a lot of different skills that students are getting by playing this game. Okay, so I deal myself this hand, and the students are dealing this at the same time. So I'm looking at my cards. I have 5 cards. I'm going to pick 3 cards, and I want to pick the 3 cards that I have that are closest to 20. And some of the things that, you know, I want to see my students doing as I'm going around is looking like here for our friend 10. And trying to find that friend 10, and then thinking, okay, I have 10, which one of my cards is going to help me get the closest to 20? And here we go, I have the 9. So these other 2 cards I'm going to put in my discard pile, and I'm left with these 3 cards. Okay. Now I'm going to take my score sheet, and for my round 1, I'm going to write my addition equation. So I have 8 plus 2 plus 9. And when I add those up, I get 19. Okay, now this can be scored a few different ways. The way that I usually score this, at the beginning of the year, I might say whoever has the closest to 20 is going to get a point for this. But as we move on through the year, what we have to do to find the score is we have to take 20 and subtract our sum. So 20 minus 19, that gives me a score of 1. And I'm going to try to get the lowest score possible. The winner of this game is going to have the lowest score possible. Okay, so my partner is doing this with me. We can compare, excuse me, our scores on here, and whoever has the lowest score for this, they can claim to be the winner of the round. So my students always like to see who's the winner of the round. So they can claim to be the winner of the round. And I did pretty well on that one. I scored a 1 on that one, so that's pretty low. Pretty good. Okay, so round 2 is going to progress once the whole team is done with round 1. And it goes the same way. We're going to deal 5 cards. Everybody's going to deal 5 cards. Has some low cards here. Okay. So again, I'm going to look, and I'm going to pull out 3 cards that are going to get me closest to 20. Didn't do as well this round. And again, I'm going to take my score sheet. You know, I have my hidden doubles here. So this is another one, teaching strategies. I know my hidden double here, I have 14 plus my 3 more is 17. Now this one, I am 20 minus 17, 3 away. So my score for this would be 3. Okay, and again, I'm going to compare this with my partner. And whoever gets the lowest of that round can claim to be the winner of that round. Okay, now we're going to keep playing like that all the way through round 6. And then we may have a scorecard that looks like this. Here's my scorecard. I'm going to say Andrew played with me, and here's Andrew's scorecard. Now what we do once we have all the rounds complete is we're going to add up the score. So if I added up my scores, I had a total of 15. Andrew added up his scores. He had a total of 10. So Andrew's score is the lowest, so he is the winner here between us. Okay. And that's all there is to it. Again, this is a very simple game, and students, you know, usually feel comfortable enough with it that they can go home and play with their family at home, which is fun. There's a lot of different variations you can do, so feel free to be creative with that as far as making your own variations to suit your class. You know, you can change the sum, you can take out smaller or larger cards, you can have them pick up more or less than the 3 cards, so there's a lot of variations you can do. With the games, I just encourage you to have fun and suit them for your class. If you're having fun with it, your students are going to have fun with it, and they are going to be learning as they're having fun. So I hope you enjoyed this game, closest to 20. Again, check out my store for the scorecards, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.